What's going on, everyone? Nathan here, bringing you episode 1 of this series that I'd like to start called Terrible TF2. So, the concept of this miniseries is that I use the worst weapons in the game and basically talk about why they're really bad and why they probably deserve a buff of some sort from Valve. So, yeah, we're starting on episode 1, and I will actually be playing the Demoman for episode 1 instead of the Scout, so I'm not really going to go in order. It all really depends on what sort of gameplay I get. This Demoman gameplay is pretty decent on PL Gold Rush. I'll just spoil it for you guys. We end up winning, you know, big surprise there. But we do actually hold the first point in Gold Rush for a while, and it was pretty awesome. So yeah, we're going to be playing as Demo Knight using the Clade Hemoth More, the Charge and Targe, and then the, what are the booties called? The Bootlegger slash the Alibaba's Wee Booties is actually what I'm wearing. The Alibaba's is the correct term, and there's like 3 reskins, or actually 2 reskins of that same item, so, you know, just get them mixed up every once in a while. So, yeah, let's actually get into why this setup is so horrible. So, yeah, let's start with the most important part of this setup. We will actually go in reverse order from melee to secondary to what is supposed to be your primary, but we'll start out with the melee being typically the worst Demoman setup tends to go towards the Demo Knight, so we'll just start with what would be your primary for the Demo Knight. So, starting out with the Clade Hemoth More, I've said in a past video that the Clade Hemoth More is pretty much the worst Demoman melee out there, and that's because its pro is barely noticeable and its cons are a bit of a hindrance. So, with the pro, you have a 0.5 second increased duration for your charge, and then the cons are that you don't get random critical hits, which is fairly common for the melees, but this will actually not affect the weapon at all on no random crit servers. And then you get minus 15 max health on wear, so you are going to be running at 160 health unless you have the Alibaba's Wee Booties or the Bootlegger on. That will put you at 185 health. So that is a bit of a hindrance, you know, 15 less health, it's just more chance for you to get one-shotted or something along those lines. But the Clade Hemoth is really bad because the pro, you have 0.5 second charge duration. Okay, does anybody really understand how little of a time 0.5 seconds is? And, well, some people could make the argument that 0.5 seconds in charge duration means that you get 0.5 seconds more of crits, but do you understand how fast 0.5 second goes? I mean, if you want an example of how fast 0.5 second goes, then just go like this. That right there was 0.5 seconds, okay? That is nothing. You are not going to take advantage of that 0.5 seconds at all, and you're going to travel maybe 3 more feet in your Demoman charge while charging with this weapon. Now, granted, it does have an extended melee range, which is nice, and if it didn't have that, this weapon would just be a total waste of a slot. And it barely, I mean, it's still pretty much a waste of a slot at this point as well. So yeah, that's my opinion on the Clade Hemoth. If you really want to check out a super in-depth review of why it sucks, I'll probably link a video to my past review of the Clade Hemoth. But anyway, let's move on to the secondary here, the shield. So I would say the Charge and Targe is the worst shield that you could use, just because the Splendid Screen is a much better item compared to the Charge and Targe. So with the Splendid Screen, you get 20% fire resistance on wear, 15% explosive damage resistance on wear, can deal charge impact damage at any range, and then plus 70% increase in charge impact damage. So guys, just saying, the Charge and Targe, the ability to deal charge impact damage at any range and have more damage for that charge impact is absolutely huge for the Splendid Screen, and the Charge and Targe just does not hold a candle to that shield, simply because the difference in the explosive and fire resistance on both of the shields doesn't really come in handy that much. But I can tell you that the charge damage does come in handy a lot more than the resistances, so I just think the Splendid Screen is a much better shield compared to the Targe. So I have just a little bit of time to talk about the Alibaba's Wee Booties. So these are the worst, obviously, because if you're going from a normal Demoman to a Demo Knight, I know that you can't really compare Demo Knight to regular Demoman, but in this case, I kind of have to, so obviously you're going to want a grenade launcher or the lock and load over the Alibaba's Wee Booties or the bootlegger. So, I mean, I know people don't like it when you compare Demo Knight to regular Demoman, but once again, I kind of have to for the sake of comparing all weapons. So, yeah, that will wrap up this video, guys. Sorry I went over the gameplay just a little bit, but if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a rating, and if you're new to my channel and like Team Fortress 2, feel free to subscribe, because I bring lots of Team Fortress 2, especially gameplay commentaries and stuff like that. So, hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and peace out.